Meanwhile, police investigating another shooting right here in the Low Country. This time it happened in the Cane Bay neighborhood in Berkeley County. It led to several schools going on lockdown. News 2's Raymond Owens joins us live from the Sanctuary Cove neighborhood, and he has the latest. Good evening, Raymond.
I am here in the Sanctuary Cove neighborhood, and the green lights you see behind me on that house, that's the home where the shooting occurred. Basically, it was a burglary, and it became a shooting after that. Throughout the afternoon, investigators have been questioning people, just trying to gather new information among many of the homes here. This house behind me, that's 2 doors down from the house where the shooting took place, they say that the bullet casing was found in the backyard of that home. Now, like I said, I've seen a number of investigators talking to people out here throughout the afternoon. They just left in the last half hour. A gentleman at one house was actually escorted into the back of a law enforcement SUV earlier and then was later got out of that. I'm told a suspect forced his way through the window of the residence here on Sanctuary Park Drive. Now, the homeowner was sleeping upstairs, and while the suspect was in the process of burglarizing the home, the homeowner then woke up, and he chased the suspect out of his house. Now, as the suspect was running from the house, he turned around and fired a weapon at the homeowner. The homeowner was not hit by that shot. Now, Cane Bay schools, the high school, middle school, and elementary school, all were put on lockdown just after the shooting, which took place around 1. But the lockdown was lifted at about 1:30 this afternoon. I caught up with 2 mothers who live here in the Sanctuary Cove neighborhood who were headed up to the school to pick up their children. They were not happy with the way that was handled.
My biggest concern is the lockdowns were lifted before the suspects even been found.
On Facebook, of course, you find out everything, and construction workers have been sent home from their sites that they're working at, but yet our children are allowed to come home and out of the schools. It's very nerve-wracking. My child is supposed to be walking home from school today, so obviously I'm on my way to go pick him up so that way I can ensure his safety. But we have to keep them safe because obviously the schools and the police are not.
I did take those concerns to the Berkeley County School District, and they told me that law enforcement did advise the district that the lockdown could be lifted and that they could proceed operations as normal. Then I contacted the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office, and they told me they believe there may have been a getaway vehicle available perhaps behind these homes. There's a new construction area there. They believe a getaway vehicle may have been in place already and that the suspect was not in this area anyhow. But the suspect has still not been located, or they've not told us that, and I spoke with the law enforcement in the last half hour. They're still investigating to try to determine who that was. Now, I will say also that the neighbors here are very concerned because also on the same street, about 3 doors down on the other side of the street, a house was burglarized on December 15th, and then just around the corner this way is where that cable guy stole packages right around Christmas time. So there's been a lot of things happening here that have neighbors concerned in Sanctuary Cove. Live in Sanctuary Cove in Cane Bay in Berkeley County, I'm Raymond Owens. Back to you guys.